Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is ActTG, and today we're going to continue the Danganronpa 2 blind playthrough. Yeah, of course, in the last episode, the ultimate photographer was the one that got murdered. And of course, we were trying to figure out what caused her murder. And the way to do that is, well, we have to continue with the arcade game here. Try to see if we can find a possible motive. So, let's get started. Isn't it bad if we stay here much longer? I mean, I don't want to get involved in something like this. And the killer might still be around too. That's bad. Uber bad. We better hurry up and run. But don't we have to report this to the police? Don't you know what happens when you report this kind of stuff to the police? You become the prime suspect just because you found the body first. I definitely don't want that. Yeah, it'd be best if we left this room how we found it. Just lock the door, leave everything how it was. Thanks for hosting, Gimmick. Just as soon as I start the stream. And yeah, I think girls B, C, D, and E, yeah, they want nothing to do with this. Yeah, they just don't want the police involved. They just want to leave the dead, rotting corpse right there in the music room. Did that actually happen at Hope's Peak at one point? Hey, please wait. Don't leave me. And third day. Girl D. Hey, Gimmick. How you doing? Thanks for the host. Sorry, did I make you wait? So what's up? You asked me to meet here. Don't tell me you're gonna confess your love to me. Huh? What happened? I want you to look at this photo. Ugh. On the day of the incident, I found this when I peeked into the next door classroom as I was going home. Okay, so looks like a broken flower vase or something. Because I definitely recognize kind of like the flowers. It kind of look like it's in a vase. I'll be at the top part is broken. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I recently decided to make you one of my moderators. And you're welcome. And I couldn't help taking a picture. What do you think these broken vase pieces mean? That sound we heard from the entrance hall wasn't the sound of a window breaking. What is this? I don't know anything about the vase. Okay, so now we're getting into some interesting stuff. So, we're leading to believe that the window is not broken. Or like, the window... Like, the sound they heard was not the window breaking, so someone broke the flower vase in order to attract attention. So maybe the window broke and the high school student died before all this happened. So Girl E, you're kind of like the most obvious suspect we had regarding the murder, so maybe that's why you died in day 4. Just maybe. What is this? I don't know anything about this vase. And if that's the case, the killer didn't escape from the window. Seriously? I don't know anything. It's okay, I made sure to throw it away. Oh my gosh, Girl D is an accomplice to all this. Apparently. If Girl D is who I think it is because of the photo, then yeah, that could be a reason for the murder in the real world. That could be a real reason. Huh? If anyone found it, you'd be in trouble, right, girlie? Are you trying to blackmail me? Of course not. That's not what this is about. If there's something you're hiding from me, I want you to say it. I mean, we're friends, right? You didn't say anything either. I knew. You know. I knew that girl who got killed was tormenting you. Huh? No, she wasn't just tormenting you. She was seriously making your life a living hell. Oh, I can understand that in Danganronpa too. Especially with the improved Hangman's Gambit. Seriously. Why did they have to make that sudden change like that? When I asked for a better Hangman's Gambit during the first game, I didn't mean it like this. You know, I didn't want it to be Game 1, Chapter 2 bad. Now it's just gotten worse. That bitch was in your photography club back in middle school, right? She was probably jealous of your talent, so I'm supposed to be your best friend. If you told me, none of this would have happened. Girlie, don't tell me you... That bitch thought she could do anything she wanted because of her family's influence. Okay, so it's even admitting that girl E killed the high school student. And I just couldn't stand it anymore. You know, at first I tried to talk to her, but that bitch started talking shit about how she'd target me next time, so I felt a sudden rage, and before I knew it, I was choking her. And then she lost consciousness, but things would have been worse if she woke up, so... yeah. I mean, if I don't get perfect, if I don't get no damage during some of the future trials, then I'm probably gonna have to grind in Chapter 1. I'll just make sure to save right before those Hangman Gambits. And just keep trying and trying until I can get through without getting damage. But of course, I will try to get through some of the other trials first. Just to see if I could get through with no damage. That's why I had to do something about it. It's not my fault. Or yours. It's all her fault. Ah, girlie. Oh, that's good, Gimmick. And now we have Guy F. That bitch. Girl E, was it? Word is she was with her on the day of the incident. Looks like she threw something away here. What was it? What the hell is this photo? This vase is... Could it be the sound of breaking glass was actually this? If it wasn't, why did she try to secretly get rid of this? That bitch. What the hell did she do to my little sister? Okay, so... Yeah, Guy F and a high school student? Dang, they were related. So, were we leading to believe that Guy F actually killed Girl E? Is that what this game is saying? Yeah, you have reasons to do for the chapters. Yeah, gotta get the hidden Monkumas. Looks like I need to ask her a few questions, and if that bitch really did that, I will never forgive her. Oh, that's what the voice was saying on day 4. So he did kill her. And, well, the game is done. So, Guy F is probably the most suspicious person here because he definitely has motive. Looks like this is the end.
That's right.
That's the Troop Edition. The incident's first day and third day are depicted in it.
Yep.
Yep, now you filled in all 4 events from the first day to the 4th day. Hey, Chiaki, what do you think of the characters in this game? You mean like Girl A and Girl B? Their names make no sense and they have no romantic chemistry either. Just like in real life, if I know who those 2 are. Oh yeah. No, not that.
See?
While you were talking, looks like the ending staff roll started. Staff roll?
Perhaps.
You should be able to find out what you want to know if you look at it. Probably. What I want to know is on the staff roll. Producer, Monokuma. Director, Monokuma. Supervisor, Monokuma. Plan scenario, Monokuma. Programmer, Monokuma. Graphics, Monokuma. Sound, Monokuma. Cast, Sumiki, Koizumi, Hiyoko, Hado, Sato, Kurzuryu. Why did Kurzuryu's name appear twice? Wait a minute, Little Sister. Kurzuryu. Hold the phone. Oh my gosh. Fuyuhiko Kurzuryu. He had the greatest motive for this game. He had the greatest motive. Since Kurzuryu's name appeared twice, he could have killed in revenge for killing the little sister. And since we could probably say that Koizumi is the accomplice to this, yeah, he just has a great reason to murder her. But the question is, did he actually do it? Well, wait, just now.
See?
See, didn't I tell you? What you want to know is going to be on there.
Miracle!
Yay! Congrats! Miracle, congratulations! You have finally beaten Twilight Syndrome murder case. Now that you guys have played this game through to the end, you should already know. Ta-da! That's right! That game is a non-fiction game based on an actual past incident. Frickin' do it. Is that true?
By the way...
Non-fiction means an original story based on historical facts or records. Hey, answer my question.
Phew!
But, even if this is non-fiction, you guys probably don't remember it. Well, that can't be helped. So when are you gonna give us our memories? The school life you no longer remember is the setting for this story. Our school life?
Isn't that wonderful?
At any rate, congratulations! Now then, as for the ending prize I'm supposed to give you as a reward for clearing the game, I won't give it to ya. Ending prize? There is only one ending prize, and I already gave it to the first person who beat it. If it's Fuyuhiko, yeah, then he's got great incentive to murder.
Too bad!
Ew, how disappointing. Did you say ending prize? Like, I was told the same thing when I beat it too.
Aww.
Man, I was too late. If I'd known something like this was gonna happen, I would have played the game sooner. Dang. I should probably check this Truth Bullets out. Of course, what the game is probably just a red herring. I mean, the killer had to be someone who played the game, right? I mean, why else would the male bat be involved? Unless it's just some arbitrary coincidence. But the ending prize isn't the problem. It's what Monokuma said earlier. He mentioned how he used her school life as a setting of the game. I mean, yeah, since she's the ultimate gamer. Yeah, but then again, she did, but then again, Nagito also, beat the game. And it's not too hard to access the first and third days, because, yeah, as long as you follow the instructions down 5, I mean, you can beat the game rather easily. Just as I thought. So it's connected to that this time, too. But is it really? Is it really true? We were already living our school lives, and our memories were completely taken. Is something that crazy actually possible? Then, what did they do to us? It looks like there's something on your mind. Huh?
Perhaps.
Hanakuma probably said the same thing to everyone else who's beaten the game. That this game is non-fiction. That's the missing link that existed in our forgotten school memories. So, do you believe it? Do you really believe our memories were taken? I don't know, but instead of thinking about that right now, we gotta focus on solving this mystery first. Whether we believe it's a motive or not, it's clear that a murder did occur. If that's the case, then I need to question them directly. If I do that, I might be able to learn something. You're talking about the people whose characters appear in the game, right? Then I'll go too. That's right, if I get some information from them, I might find out about something. About the mystery behind Mahiro's death, about whether this game is true or not, and if we really had our school memories taken away.
Hey.
Then let's hurry and ask the others. And while you're at it, ask them how it feels to be characters in the game.
Leave it to me.
Also, if you want to gather your thoughts about the content of the game, talk to me anytime. I see. Thanks. That's a huge help. I don't know where they are right now, but we won't learn anything if we just stand there. Alright, let's go.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. We meet again. The timing's too perfect. You were waiting here, weren't you?
You caught me?
Ah, so you caught me. Wouldn't it be best if we travel together? If you've beaten the game, you must think similarly, right?
Man.
No, maybe I might being a little too conceited. A guy like me, thinking similarly to you guys? It's okay, just make your point.
Well...
There was an airport on the first island, right? I told them to meet up there. Them?
You don't know?
Why, the characters who appeared in Twilight Syndrome murder case, of course. The girls must be busy with their investigations too. It'd be a waste of time if we both question them, no?
Bye now.
If you want to hear what they have to say, you should come with me. I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys. What should we do? I guess the only thing we can do is go. I guess you're right. Well, now we know our destination. Because honestly, I was just going to look at the map and just try to see which of the characters, where the characters are. But thank you, Nagito, for making this so simple for me. I think just about halfway there until Shiitake leaves and gives me my gifts. Okay, back to the first island. I think the airport is closer to the right side than the left. Going this way. I can see the airport right now. Alright. Check the pet. Still looking good. Hajime, over here. Mikan, Ikubi, Hyoto are all here. Oh, you enjoyed Bioshock, huh? That's good to hear, Gimmick. I think if I remember the girl count correctly, I have a feeling Mikan's girl A, Hyoko's girl B, and Ibuki's girl C, what it looks like. But, cause we know who girl D and, guy F is supposed to be, pretty much. That just leaves girl E, and apparently girl E, it died earlier, and I just don't know who girl E is. The names on the staff roll for Twilight Syndrome murder case were Sumiki, Koizumi, Soyonji, Mayoda, Sato, Kusaryu.
Wow.
I really want Fuyuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out for me. Oh, he did, Gimmick. How was the game so far?
Sorry.
Unfortunately, he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize.
What?
Huh? It's okay to be absent? I thought you said we'd get executed if we didn't come. Executed? I mean, you said Malakuma had something important to tell us, right? When we came because you told us that. Sorry. That was a lie. A lie? You tricked us. What the heck?
Jeez!
Fine, then I'm leaving.
Wait!
Can't you wait until we finish our business with you? Right, Hajime? This is like, I'm on the same team as Nagito. No, I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from them. Well, let's first question the one who's really excited to leave first.
Not fair!
That's not fair. I can't believe you actually tricked us so we come to this place. I have nothing to say to impudent regular people like you. Regular, huh? She's right that I might be a regular guy, but I also have an ultimate talent. Or at least I should have one. Okay, so that's not going anywhere. So how about Mikan? Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Mikan? No. Since we said we weren't going to play that game. Also, I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow. And I panic instantly. For timid tone. I'm pretty sure the girl A character was like that too. Okay, so we're immediately gonna say that Mikan is girl A.
Hey.
Hey, wait. Can you tell me about your relationship with my hero? Relationship with my hero? I first met her, when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. And after arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her, but... Oh, could it be... Did Mamoru hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me. She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything. But, even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person. Invite? My hero invited me this morning. This morning? She looked very serious, and she was wondering if we could all meet up so we could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline, because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, She made this lonely face and said that she'll reschedule it for another day. But if only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened. Ah! Mahiro invited me, Khan? Why? Judging by the way the conversation is going, I'm probably going to say Mahiro played the game and wanted to discuss with all the other characters who appeared in the game. Alright then, how about Ibuki? Hey, Ibuki, can I ask you something?
Why, you...
Bring it on! Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case?
Aww.
Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things. Ibuki's a tough girl, so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except electric guitars. I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. Her unique tone and hyper energy. There was a character like that in the game too. Yeah, Girl C if I recall. We already know who Girls A and D are. She's definitely not Guy F. Girl B is way too rude. So we're leaning that she's Girl C. Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and Mahiru? Huh? You mean that in a perverted way? No, in a normal way.
Aww.
Well, even if you ask me that, Ibuki's encounter with Mahiru was...
Oh!
when I asked Mahiru this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this real disappointed face. A disappointed face?
I see.
Yeah, but
I
disappointment
see.
varies depending on the person. Ibuki associates it with department store rooftops. Let's stay focused on Mahiru.
That's totally
It turns out, Mahiru had some business too, and she wanted to invite me to that instead. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already had plans... do you know what she meant by everyone?
Aww.
Nope, I didn't ask. I see. Mahiru invited Ibuki. Ibuki. Why?
I see.
I see. Looks like we obtained some pretty valuable testimonies. Based on that, it seems like Mahiru also beat that game. Why? Why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to the people who appeared in that game. Just like what we're doing right now.
But still.
But in her case, it was much more serious. Probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game. That's true. But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiru would play that game. It's true. That was unexpected. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Huh?
Huh? What? I remember. Anyway, what happened to Mahiru? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? Huh? Why do you know that? Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me.
How mean.
Tempt? That's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
Disrespectful toward Mahiru.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all it was. So you basically tempted her. What the heck?
Well...
But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet as ever. I'm counting on you, Yoko.
Hey.
If Mahiru spoke to everyone who appeared in the game, she should talk to you too, right? Well, Hyoko? She never talked to me at all!
That's weird.
Man, what a surprise! I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Bye!
So, I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now. Hey, Hyoko! Ignoring my voice, Hyoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. And it looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much decided. Decided?
Now then.
Regardless, it looks like we're finished here. So why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
I'll see you again later. Hey! What the heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushy. Jackie, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate? It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over to Mahiru's cottage first. Mahiru's cottage? If she beat that game, it's best if we investigate there, I think.
See?
She might have that. Oh, the ending prize! If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? That's your cue to say yes. I'm guessing she said yes. So let's just leave. Okay, I think it's faster if I just walk to the right. Uh, 770 more steps. I doubt I'll get, I doubt I'll make those steps before the next trial. Jeez, quite a bit more. Luckily, it did not increase the despair meter. Alright, so her toe should be down there. Right over here. The door looks unlocked.
Phew.
Moving after you're told would be too third-rate, so I made sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too. I guess I should go inside. Okay, so it seems like if a cottage door is unlocked, let's just say Monokuma opened it, and speaking of Monokuma, look who's staring right at me right by Chiyoko. Or sorry, Chiaki. Sorry. Not it's Chiaki. Compared to my room, the cottage had a somewhat pleasant smell wafting throughout the room. That proves Mahiru was here. But she's not coming back. Then I should try looking for a naughty book. Why?
Yep.
No, I was only kidding. Kidding. Are you that kind of person? Jeez. Well, at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on top of the bed. On top of the bed? Well, here's the last of the chapter 2 Monokumas right here.
No.
Sorry, Monokuma. I got all 5 of you during this chapter. Yeah, I had Kyoko on the mind, and I was trying to say Chiaki's name, and I just combined the two. I am so sorry, Kimmick. Anyway, yeah, let's check out the envelope. There's an envelope on top of the bed.
Hey.
Could it be? This might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat that game. What's inside the envelope? Let's find out. I turned over the envelope, and what came falling out was a few photos. This photo. Okay, yeah, definitely proves those 3 were in the game. This is a photo of Mikan, Ikubi, and Kyoko in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like that game.
Yep.
There was a similar scenario during the first day in Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking her picture. Is this the photo she took? And we have an entrance hall photo. Look at this photo too. There's the flower vase. Definitely more detailed here than before. A broken vase? Is that the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the third day? As I recall, a broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room.
But still.
But this photo is more shocking. As Jackie showed the photo to me, I was stunned in silence. Ugh. Yep, we have the dead high school student. Fuyuhiko's sister. This is an actual photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim? You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day?
Oh.
Yeah, the one they blamed on a pervert. Dang! And one more. This is the last photo. Oh. And yeah, girlie, still don't know who she is. This is probably the photo of Girl E after she got killed on the fourth day. I mean, it nearly matches her body in the game.
See?
Yeah, there's no mistake. This is a photo of Girl E. We're just getting truth bullets left and right. With that, we finished looking at all the photos. So, based on all these photos...
Yep.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear. This is the ending prize. This is the ending prize for being Twilight, and what's depicted in these photos proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on actual murder. Does that mean that stuff about our memories being stolen?
Huh?
Huh? What's this? Is there something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope. Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. That's not her sister! I have a feeling Fuyuhiko wrote that message. Yeah, Fuyuhiko should wrote that message. So why does she have it? This doesn't make any sense to me. This note.
Wait.
Huh?
Time out.
Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahiru. Yeah. Yeah, by the looks of things, it was definitely Fuyuhiko. Someone else sent this to Mahiru. And that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiru wasn't just lured there by Nagito. She also received this envelope.
Yep.
And that's why she played that game, right? Then the person who played this game first. This envelope looks very familiar. And the word sister written in this note. Based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him. Yeah, so even the game is admitting that's Fuyuhiko. Dang. So... And he was near the scene of the crime at around 3. So he was there. So he's the most likely suspect for the murder. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Yep, I'm glad we came here to investigate. Because we did that, we discovered a very important clue. Yeah, I agree. But there's still one thing left. We have to find out who actually killed Mahiru, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry. Yeah, back to the scene of the crime. Hajime and Chiaki. What a coincidence. If something happens twice, third time's the charm, so they say. What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Don't say that. I was thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation. Results? Did you find something? Because if those footprints happen to belong... Wait, now I forgot his name already. I've been saying it for quite a bit of time and I forgot... sorry, Fuyuhiko. Yeah, that's right. Because if those footprints belong to Fuyuhiko, then yeah, that's definite solid proof.
Bow to me.
I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes. Huh? Just kidding. I was joking. It didn't sound like a joke to me.
Actually...
Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? I just have no idea if Nagito really is a stalker or not. He probably wants to give everyone, even the killer, a fair chance just to try to get this whole thing to conquer the despair or something. Did you find out whose footprints those are? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you? Of course, you'll come with me, right? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but if I can get a clue... What are you gonna do, Chiaki? I'm going to try to talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything.
So
So I'll leave this to you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible. But it might be different with a girl. Just be careful that he doesn't get rough with you.
Yep.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime. Well, at least she's on the right track. Yeah, because Fuyuhiko, he's definitely the most prime suspect so far.
What?
Huh? Did you actually want her to stay? Actually? What do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there. Well, at least, I'm glad that I have to walk down to the beach house. It'll give me a good, amount of steps to level up the pet. Yeah, Fuyuhiko is the most likely suspect. And if those footprints belong to him, then that's pretty much definitive proof. Just about. My gosh. Yeah, it's gonna be a long while until I get to level 99. And then again, I might grind for the pets. Ooh, yeah, definitely need to clean that. I think just because I'm so close to getting the pet to level up and to get Shitame out, I might actually do a little bit of grinding right now and just walk around until I get the pet to level up and get on out. And also because I want to see, I'm also probably want to show what happens when the pet levels up at that stage. And also I want to get rid of Shiitake ASAP, just so I don't have to check up on him as often. The sooner the better. Yeah, Danganronpa 2 definitely longer than Danganronpa 1 so far. I think by this point I'd be in Chapter 3 or Chapter 4 of the first game. Dang. Okay. Yeah, Byakuya was definitely the heaviest at 286. And Kyoko was definitely the lightest, 68. Yeah, she is surprisingly small for a high school student. Uh, 256. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Uh, 178. Uh, 107. Come on now. I'm getting close, I'm getting close. I think at this point I just keep walking until the exclamation point appears, since I don't think the despair meter is going to climb up that quickly. There we go. Bye, Shitame. Bye. It wants to give you something. 250? Dang, that's a lot. Out of 999, yeah, that's a lot. And 2 tissues, okay. Definitely more than the 100 coins Snake Me gave me. Alright, it's actually time to investigate the beach. Alright, let's see what Nagito wants.
Now then.
Alright, let's try going inside. Alright then.
My,
Nagito?
Whoa!
Whoa! Why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
Ugh, this bastard. You two have arrived at a good time.
big news.
Big news, I discovered something very terrible. A terrible discovery? Not only that. There is only one that you had that you remember that gave more than shit to me. Yeah, I think by that it's probably one that one of the ones that yeah, probably gives out for high hope, I'm guessing. Either high hope or or like a combination of high hope and high despair, most likely. So I think next I'm probably gonna try with a medium amount of hope, no despair. Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonya's, but there's something I noticed too. You too, Mikan? Yep, this is great. It looks like the investigation is reaching its boiling point. Alright, so we have a bunch of people to talk to. Nagito, Sonya, and Mikan. Alright, first, Nagito, I want to hear the results of your footprint analysis. Hey, tell me what you know already. Did you find out whose footprints those were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably fair to say I snuck in to everyone's cottages. Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in. Bastard. He did something shady again!
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. Nagito squatted down near the entrance to the beach house and began to spread some papers he was holding.
See?
Come on, Hajime, take a look. After all, I went to the trouble gathering all this. Everyone's footprint sizes. Everyone's footprints. Those footprints. I see. So the reason you stuck inside everyone's cottages was...
Yep.
That's right. I wanted to get a sample of everybody's footprints. But unfortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Oh, dang! Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. What? It's not Fuyuhiko? Whose footprints are they?
Yep.
Hiyoko Sayanji. Oh my gosh, that puts her at the scene of the crime! Great, so we have a new suspect now. Oh, great. And that could explain why she was running so panicking from the beach house at 3:30. Crud. Hyoko's?
Well...
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in.
Perhaps...
So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to get back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal? Maybe Nagito was the reason Mahiro's cottage was unlocked. Well, either way, Monokuma was definitely involved in unlocking that cottage, so... who knows? Monokuma definitely unlocked it, that's for sure. But it was totally worth it. The footprint collected there was smaller than anyone else's and matched with the footprints of the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Hiyoko's footprints. Dang. Right. Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage. Something interesting?
See?
Oh no! Yeah, that definitely puts her at the scene of the crime if those footprints did not do it already! The gummy! Crud! Yeah, that definitely places her at the scene of the crime! I found a lot of these candies inside her room. That's... They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Even though what looks like the package contains yellow gummies, which is supposed to be lemon flavored. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange, no lemon. Then why was a yellow gummy placed down there? I'm just getting more questions than answers at that right now. It looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently, she really likes this brand of gummies. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People like that are sometimes. There are people who only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips. What's wrong with that? Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case? Coming from this guy, that means... it probably greatly relates to the incident. Oh, you think? Or did you forget about the yellow gummy that was in the floor of the closet? Let's talk to Sonia.
Big news!
Listen, I have big news. Huge, huge news. What's the big news?
See?
Remember that Sun Witch Esper Ito mask that was next to Mahiru's body? Oh, the mask the killer used to hide their face.
Listen!
No, that's not correct. That mask was not just used to hide their face. Then, what was it for? Yeah, I drink Coca-Cola and Pepsi brand as well. I mean, I would not drink every flavor that they would come out with, but I do enjoy some flavors.
Well?
Sparkling Justice. Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. Oh, and I bet I know where this is gonna come. You're probably gonna say that one of us actually has a dissociative identity disorder and is actually Sparkling Justice as their other persona. Just like with Genocide Jack / Jill. Is that what you're gonna say, Sonia? They wear a hero mask all the time. Supposedly, they're a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
That is an order!
Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
Hey.
This Sparkling Justice character, that's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but...
No!
It's a heroine mask, to be precise. Sun Witch Esper Ito is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine.
Anyway.
Anyway, so you're saying it's possible that the serial killer is the one who killed Mahiru? It's possible, or, well, she could be framed, just like with Genocide Jack / Jill. Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us. I'm pretty sure I see a twist like this on some video game. Okay, are you even trying to hide the fact anymore, game? I mean, it just happened in Chapter 2 of Danganronpa 1. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is stupid. Serial killer, my ass. But the killer just used it to cover their face.
That's weird.
But even so, they sure chose something that stands out. That might be true, but...
However...
although it's easy to write this off as foolish,
It might be best if we exercise some caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called sparkling justice?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The hell?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
What the heck was that?
Well?
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
What?
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase.
Do you have a minute?
I read in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However,
in the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too.
Then how'd the book or magazine article get released?
No good could come from getting involved with a serial killer. Not a serial killer. Might not want to hear that from you. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual.
Hey, isn't that kind of a stretch? To say that there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
listen!
No, it does not mean they are in our group. It is possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along, before they decided to murder Mahiru.
And how would something like that get past Monokuma again?
Wow.
That's probably not possible. But that is the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it.
Sonia, I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely that there's a serial killer hiding on this island. If it's like Danganronpa 1, it's possible. Mikan, you had something to say too, right?
Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. So, please don't get your hopes up and be disappointed.
I get it. So just get on with it.
I tried my best to perform the autopsy, and I was able to find out Mahiru was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She's probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly the male bat. But every dark cloud is a silver lining. As I say, it looks like Mahiru didn't suffer.
What does that mean?
There's no doubt that she died instantly.
Oh, so then the killer moved her. Yeah, the killer definitely moved her body. But why would they need to do that to block the door? Why would they need to block the door? Just to only create one escape route? Her death was instant? That sounds a little strange. I think I better remember that.
And there's another thing I found. I'm sorry talking on my own. Were you busy right now?
Just tell me.
During the autopsy, I discovered this in Mahiru's pocket.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the time and place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems that there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Yoko Sainji. Oh my gosh. So either the killer really is her, or the killer is just trying to frame her. I'm suspecting that judging by the body movement, and I think judging the body movement and the gummy, I'm starting to think she was framed. Yeah, but then comes another question. How did the killer leave the beach house? I mean, the door that the vibe is blocking is obviously a no-go. The beach side is obviously a no-go. Because did not want to leave their footprints behind, so... I just can't think of any way that the killer could climb out of the shower room window. So, this one is definitely strange. Yoko-san, Sanji. This letter.
If this letter was real, it would mean Hiyoko met up with Mahiru, right?
Plus, Mahiru's estimated time of death was around 3 o'clock p.m. And they met 30 minutes prior.
If we think about what that implies, then... I'm starting to get confused.
If it's true, what does it mean? What happened between Mahiru and Hiyoko? Jeez. Oh, and it's time for the class trial to begin.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end! Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle! The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain! So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock! Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
Now then.
Oh, I'm gonna be excited for the class trial. It looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. But it's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Alright!
Now then, let's go prove it. Ah, what's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting. I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go. As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house and Mahiru's body. Alright. It is finally time for the class trial to begin. Aren't you excited, Gimmick? To deal with the class trial and the improved Hangman Gambits. I'm seriously not looking forward to the Hangman Gambits. The rest I'm probably looking forward to. The Hangman Gambits, no. Not the regulations. And we have another Chibi Me. Yeah, I did grind her presence earlier. Yeah, quite a bit of mineral water, so... Okay, raise the hope meter up. I think I'll increase the hope meter to 5 to start with. Yeah, I think the mineral waters is a good grinding spot right there since they only cost 1 coin each. Okay, that looks good. One last check at the pet. And I think we're good. time to begin the class trial.
No! Let me go! Help me! Wow! He's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined.
Why you?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita!
Stop it!
Hey, stop harassing little girls!
Okay, Gimmick, well, we're about to start the class trial. You excited for it? Well, obviously, except for the improved Hangman's Gambits, of course. Those still suck. This is... What's going on?
Jeez! Hyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. Watch, Hyoko is still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her up in a full Nelson.
Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain. Jeez, making me waste my sweet-ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched. He totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off.
Uh-oh.
Monokuma smash!
Ink, his anger changed his form.
I'm right here.
Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you.
There's nowhere for me to run anyway. So no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still,
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is non-option. Fuyuhiko, what does that mean?
Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway,
Looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now.
see ya later!
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. Yeah, Monokuma is the Hulk.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit! You don't have enough power! Harness your latent energy! Come on, bring out that energy!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
The beginning of the end. Now then. Let's keep our spirits high. So we can... Yeah, I'm totally messing up Nagito's voice a bit. So we can finally one day find that shining hope. That's right. I can only... Moving forward is the only option. So... Here we go. Roar!
you're so evil!
Eek! No matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, the most brutal taste.
Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment of all of us were inside Monokuma Rock, a rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair. As if my heart were rotten fruit, swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish, I suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. And after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened, and then stopped altogether.
Aim! Defeat hates the boring routine. So I decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Malkuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I allowed you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
Definitely has a bit of the beachy vibe. To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time?
Yeah!
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
A purpose is always gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiro Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way. Yeah, sorry about that. For us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. So it's finally time for the class trial to begin. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm still kind of curious about the difficulty setting, if the rankings are anything to go by. Okay, I'm gonna try doing this with kind, pretty much. Because the difficulty of this game is definitely gonna be tougher than the first game, if the number of bullets indicate otherwise. So, I just pretty much have it down to 2 possible suspects, and one of them was being framed. Let's see what skills I could get. I could go with the steady aim. Oh, you did, Gimmick? That's good to hear. Was it during the high, kind difficulty or a mean difficulty? Yeah, was it during kind or mean? I think the only skill that I feel like it's pretty useful so far is Cool and Compose. I don't think any of the others is very important right now. Yeah, I think that's just pretty much it. So let's finish preparations and start the class trial.
All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who did it.
Gentle? Okay, so maybe the difficulty does not matter for the ranks, okay?
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
Of course, only the creator of the game can find it a masterpiece.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Yeah.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
Yep.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F. One of these is not like the others. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing a game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. Well, I have no idea who Sato is. I'm guessing she's supposed to be Girl E, Miss Sato. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A? It's probably Mikan.
I see!
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
Yeah, I definitely remember that.
Huh?
She's right. The one who said that was Girl B.
I see!
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed.
Short and
Dang it.
foul-mouthed?
I accidentally skipped the text, I'm sorry. I just saw short foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Don't skip past the text, me. Don't skip past the text. Girl C, huh? Her personality was hyper, energetic, and unique. That's definitely, Ibuki.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh my god, that was such a bad pun.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D, huh? There's only one person who always had a camera with them. Isn't that right? The deceased Mahiru.
I see!
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. Fuyuhiko.
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyota, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were 2 Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Yep. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that? Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice, it's probably because he had a little sister.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch. Okay,
It's pretty
that was
clear.
quick.
There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister.
I did not skip past that text that time. It did on its own.
Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Unfortunately. I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is, well, the high school girl who died at the beginning. None of the other options make sense. In fact, we already proven their characters by now.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Yeah, they really should have had Girl E as an option, as that's the only character besides the dead high school girl we haven't proven yet.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister.
Oh, definitely not.
So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Voice actor, did you clearly forget the sound? Because I definitely did not hear it.
Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
Yeah, but since it's non-fiction...
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Yeah, and you clearly have the most to gain with that.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Yes I did, Gimmick. What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that.
Way
Hurry up
too
and
close,
talk about the
Makima.
mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it! Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game. Because it sounds like that Girl E was the killer of Fuyuhiko's sister.
I see!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
You draw the map in advance?
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
Okay, so I can see. Yeah, the victim, the broken window, the water-tanking gravel, and the broken vase right in the next room. Which, it's been said that the broken vase has been broken in order to make the four girls down there believe that somebody broke the window.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking.
I am sorry for the sudden laughter, but I just like Terra's portrait right down there. The X's. Yeah, the X is just basically a knife and a fork. I'm sorry, I just find that hilarious.
Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
I have a feeling that she probably locked the door from the outside, then went back downstairs to the principal's office, then came back up before the four girls even arrived at the entrance hall. That's my theory.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
Except that Girl D was the one who found the key in the principal's office.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, Since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
Okay, then by your logic, how did you get past the 4 girls up to the music room on the 2nd floor where she was waiting for the 4 girls?
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Oh, finally we get a non-stop debate. I have a feeling we're dealing with the flower vase here. Yeah.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Yeah.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Yeah.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
It's explained in-game that the broken the plot.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
Yeah, it's explained in-game that the flower vase broke in order to attract the attention.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall.
That's what it seems like to me.
Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Yeah, what's the point of figuring out the murder weapon? What effect does it have on the current trial? Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
Okay, Monokuma, okay. Fine. We'll play your little game for now.
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting!
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise and the non-stop debate. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Excuse me? What? Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer.
But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. Oh, come on. When you do something as destroying white noise, it seems like a chore, then that's obviously a problem. And considering that white noise doesn't appear for very long, yeah, that could be a very big problem, especially when one slips away after a certain amount of time passes, just in time for a statement to appear, and, well, you did lose some time. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise will appear at... Oh, you get the gist, right? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've retained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun... something. You mean Gundam? Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Oh, really? The students have the skills as well? But how do you get the skills if all you're collecting from them is whole fragments? Gun something? I wonder who it is. Was I online just now? So maybe you get the skills as soon as you get the whole fragments or something? That's just what it seems like to me. Well then, good luck and have fun. The only weapon I can think of has to deal with the fish tank. I can't think of any others right now.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
No.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
I'll listen to the other statements first.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Okay, so that's not it, then.
Then the piano.
What?
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
What?
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
I can't think of a weapon
She
with
beat her to death
bloodstains.
with her fists!
No, I don't think so. An unconventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in the game, but...
A weapon
my
inside
gosh.
the music room, huh? What
I
about
just
broken
realized...
glass?
Isn't
this
the
is like
cause of
that
death
Ace
a blow to
Attorney
the
case
head?
from 2013, that
Then she
DLC
attacked
case.
her with the fish tank.
The one where you defended the killer whale.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Actually, yes.
I agree with that.
This is like that Ace Attorney case, it really is.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
Yeah, so Gimmick, do you have to get all the hope fragments from a character in order to get their skills? Because that's the only way it seems like to me.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
Bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag.
Hold on for a minute. I think something just happened. In the meantime, enjoy the new break screen. Sorry about that. That was nothing.
And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
Okay, how many references are we gonna have here? Now we're having an Ace Attorney reference.
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
Finally.
But the real important talk begins now.
Oh yes, the murder of the ultimate photographer.
Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Yep.
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back.
Yeah.
I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
Well, she's a nurse. She probably had to deal with situations like this.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day.
Yep.
I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Girlie's killer. Right now, the only person I can think of is that guy. Guy F.
I see! It should have been Guy F.
Yeah, that's
a
okay,
scenario
gimmick.
where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
Yeah, but since this is non-fiction, and you clearly have the greatest motive.
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Not really. I don't think they're unrelated. No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder. Yeah, the male bat. They both use as murder weapons.
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Yeah, no way.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Well, it's possible.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Yeah, that person could have.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Yeah, it's a good possibility.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
I don't think Hiyoko did it, since she was framed. The only things that deal with Hiyoko are the footprints on the beach.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today?
I don't know.
She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Wrong!
No, that's wrong!
You left footprints behind.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
Oh my gosh, directing the blame to Mikan once again.
Don't decide that based on ugliness!
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Yeah, one of those, that footprint was wrong, and it happens to be Fuyuhiko.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Because the body.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass! She's obviously lying!
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Well, if this evidence was correct, then yes, I can.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Let's see. The letter!
I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk.
Okay.
I didn't go any other time.
Curse you, white
Then
noise.
you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
Yoko says she never saw Mahiru, but
Is that really true?
I did go to the beach
Okay, I gotta get rid
house,
of the white noise first.
but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you
Really,
didn't meet at the
white
beach
noise.
house?
Saying I met up with her.
Skipping. Yeah, I'm probably
I
gonna lose
did go to
points
the
for
beach
this.
house, but only during my morning walk.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Cursed by white noise.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. Well, at least shooting it at the white noise doesn't harm me. At least I didn't take damage, so that's a positive. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Yoko Sanji.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
At 3:30.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't.
I think that was closer to 3.
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house.
A coincidence, huh? I still suspect you're being there, Fuyuhiko.
I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Okay, that fake crying act won't work on me.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Well, since we did find the gummy right in the closet, it should indicate Hiyoko was in the closet.
Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Except I think that the gummy's fake evidence.
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
Especially, that's gotta be a lie, especially when Nagito found bags of gummies right in your room.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time.
I'm not so sure about that, because she would die instantly.
Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
It's true that Hyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. And we shall probably discuss what that something strange is in more detail in the next stream. So, wow, I have 532 Makuma coins already. Yeah, that's quite a bit. I'm already starting Chapter 2. I'm sorry, I'm already ending Chapter 2. So, yeah, before I end the stream, anything you want to say, Gimmick? Yeah, anything you want to say, Gimmick? Yeah, see you later, Gimmick. Well, thank you all for watching, and you have a good day/night. Until the next stream, fairly well. Good night, everybody.